we can have the circles of hope presenting the about the organization. Then I'll present about the youth cafe and now give the other four organizations the opportunity to present about their organizations. Then we'll have the interaction from the participants. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Esther, for the opportunity. So, Linda, if you're here, kindly just go ahead and take the space. Linda? Okay, Esther, Youth Cafe can go as we wait for Linda to get ready.
Can you see my presentation?
Yes, we can see the screen, but you're yet to see what's being presented.
Okay, I'd like to share some a brief video about the cafe. Then I'll see a word or two to add on that. Then we'll continue from there. Roughly 75% of the African population is below 35 years of age, filling our continent with incredible potential and energy. But despite all this, factors such as distribution of healthcare, education, employment, and even water and sanitation facilities have severely crippled our potential. As a result, we can see our youth lacking safe convening spaces and unable to influence the decisions that are being made for their own nation's development. This is where the Youth Cafe comes in. Since 2012, we as a unique youth initiative have ensured that the talented youths of Africa are allowed to step up and play their role as the new driving force of their nations. How do we intend to bring this change, you may ask? The answer is in our theory of change, an ambitious plan to strengthen the youth of Africa and help them soar to a world of opportunities and freedom by mobilizing the goodwill and support of governments, international organizations, the United Nations, civil society groups, corporations, and the youth of Africa themselves. We follow the theory of change to carry out 8 catalytic, action-driven, and progressive activities for the sake of helping our young citizens. Visit our website today to learn more. Yes. Yeah, that's about the youth cafe. Just want to confirm if you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, that's about the youth cafe. And just to add on a few, I had a very brief presentation of what has just been said. Let me admit some participants want to be admitted.
Yes, the Youth Cafe. Yeah, we are the light bulb of youth in Africa development. Yeah, and this is our brand story, that the Youth Cafe is a Pan-African, not for-profit youth-led and youth-serving organization founded in Kenya in 2012 and officially registered in 2014 and was also incorporated in 2018. Yeah, we have a network of that 500 member organizations across Africa. We have 1,200 experts, 1.4 million monthly digital reach, and over 260,000 monthly touch points. Yeah, our vision is to advance the youth-led approaches towards achieving sustainable development, social equity, innovative solutions, and community resilient and transformative change. Yeah, and that's our mission, to enrich the lives of young people by modeling and advancing youth-led and right-based approaches for fostering community resilience, achieving sustainable development, attaining equitable society, and also proposing innovative solutions to drive social progress, inspire informative change, yeah, by utilizing our innovative and research policy and advocacy actions. Yeah, we have a structured leadership where we have the executive board and the advisory board. Yeah, this is the leadership of the UD Cafe. Yeah, our executive director, Willis Onyago, is the leader here who guides us on what to do. Yeah, we work within 6 thematic areas: that's health and well-being, democracy, human rights and governance, education, research and social services, economic growth, agriculture and environmental sustainability, and lastly, we have talent development, leadership and innovation. Yeah, to proceed, this is our why that I've just presented in our video. This is all captured in that video, so there is no need to repeat what we have already said or we have already heard. Yeah, then we have our collaboration approach here. We engage with broad and inclusive spectrum of stakeholders, where we seek partnerships with the government, with other civil society, international organizations, private sector, where the Youth Cafe is also a member of KEPSA. Yeah, and also the UN agencies, as you have seen in our presentation. Yeah, these are our partners. Yeah, academia, local governments, development partners, private sector, youth serving organization and youth-led organizations, media, CSOs, academia. Yeah, those are the categories of partners that we have. This is our experience. We have over 10 years of experience. We have implemented more than 45 projects in 22 African countries, covering all the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, that is SDGs. Yeah. Yeah, we can proceed. Let's see now. Yeah, the Youth Cafe. The Youth Cafe also has the funding arm, that is the African Youth Foundation, that empowers the youth-led enterprises. Yeah, where at times we advertise, or we have the call for applications where the youth-led enterprises can showcase their innovations and they get funded through that the funding arm that receives funds from donations, fundraising campaigns, and also the membership fee. Yeah, we also have the consultancy firm that works with the youth. It has all the sort of expertise. Yeah, so that's our experience and some of the programs that we do here at the Youth Cafe. Yeah, and not to forget, let me hear something else, that these are the categories of the youth that we work with. We give much emphasis to the marginalized youth groups, such as the youth living with disabilities, refugee youth, and internally displaced youth. We have youth from rural communities, from informal settlements, minority youth, social minorities, that is religious. We can talk about ethnic groups, also in a low socioeconomic status background, for example, in Turkana, the arid and semi-arid areas. Yeah, and at the Youth Cafe, we define a youth as a person who is between 15 to 35, according to the African Union. Yeah, and those are the people that we deal with. And we also have adolescent programs where we have mental health programs in high schools where we interact with the teens and adolescents. Yeah, with in partnership with the Shamiri Institute. Yeah, and to cut it short, I'd like to say that we are open for any partnership. If you feel that the Youth Cafe is is a potential partner or collaborator with some of your projects or something that you want to apply for funds, you can reach out to the Youth Cafe using those details. You can use you can call us using that number or email us using our info at theyouthcafe.com. You can also follow us in our social media handles, that at the Youth Cafe. Yeah, so I think that's all about the Youth Cafe. Thank you so much. So now I give this opportunity to the Circles of Hope so they can also present about their organization. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Esther, for the wonderful presentation, and it's really beautiful, and thank you for sharing. So team, let me challenge us. Please ensure that you get a contact or two from this discussion, whether it's an email that you'll capture, whether it's a telephone number that you can capture. Just get contacts, because the main agenda is for us to network. Thank you, Esther, for the presentation, and you're doing such a great job. So Linda, we are ready for you if you're ready. And then after you, maybe Esther can guide us if we are starting with the team, guests from Circles of Hope or guests from Youth Cafe. Then we proceed.
Hi, everyone. I hope
Hi,
you
Linda.
can hear me. Can you
Yes,
hear
we
me?
can.
Okay, I'm just trying to share the document. Can you see it on the screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so once again, good morning. My name is Linda Sagini, a team member of Circles of Hope, CBO. I am happy to be here. So I will present to you our profile. The first photo there is us and some girls from the community who, during an activity, about menstrual hygiene. So about Circles of Hope, we are a CBO, we are a community-based organization located in Mukuru, Kwanjenga. We got founded in 2019. We are youth-led and committed to working with communities and like-minded organizations to advocate for a better and more sustainable community. Our focus areas include psychological stability, youth and women empowerment, gender equality, and community development. The beneficiaries we've managed to reach so far through our interventions include 675 households. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, 675 households. Our target per year being 1,200 households. That's 1,200 households. Our vision is to have a psychologically healthy, safe, and empowered community. Our mission is to build capacities through psychological support and empowerment to create a violence-free community. Our goal is to improve the quality of life among the youth, the girls, the women through psychological support for them to be able to achieve their full potential. Our main focus areas are mental health, sexual and reproductive health rights, gender-based violence, youth leadership and governance, and climate action, including disaster risk reduction. Our specific objectives include to cooperate with like-minded individuals, organizations, or institutions to improve living standards, to provide psychosocial support and psychological counseling services to people affected by HIV or AIDS, survivors of violence, and vulnerable groups. To also participate in community development projects and activities and engage in community conversations and activities to address challenges and improve living standards. And finally, to conduct advocacy and community awareness on mental health, health education, violence prevention, sexual reproductive health, while also mobilizing resources and establishing opportunities for the youth, girls and women in the community. Some of the projects that we have managed to do so far, the first one is our space project, which is still running. It began last year. Last year we had the first phase. We managed to get into the second phase this year, which is still continuing, which involves meaningful youth and women engagement in public affairs. We have so far managed to reach 500 young people and women. The second project is called Her Dignity, which is a menstrual hygiene campaign that runs yearly, which we have been able to reach 300 young girls and women. We also have successfully done a project called Voices for Change, whereby we had survivors of sexual and gender-based violence narrate their stories, which was aimed at creating awareness and reducing the stigma. This project, we partnered with African Uncensored. I believe most of us have heard about it. They supported us during this project. And also we have online campaigns where we use social media and running various campaigns, especially X or Zoom or Google Meeting, that like we are doing right now. Partnership and beneficiaries. We have collaborative efforts with other organizations which have enabled us to expand our impact on mental health, climate resilience, gender equality, and empowerment. Our beneficiaries include the youth, who have benefited in civic engagement, skill development, linkage, and GBV awareness, and psychological support. We also have women as beneficiaries, where they get to know more about gender equality. They also get economic empowerment, civic engagement, and counseling services. We also have different vulnerable groups where they get assisted, especially those affected by disaster and violence. We also have community members in general, whereby we engage in mental health promotion, fighting GBV, and civic engagement in sustainable practices. How we can work together. We invite collaborations, partnerships, and engagement from any interested shareholders, stakeholders, or organizations. Displayed is our contact. You can email us. There is our email, circlesofhopecbo@gmail.com. We have our number there, cell phone number, 0712 077 347. We also have social media handles. I request all of you, if you haven't followed us on either of these accounts, kindly just log in and follow us so that you can see our work and we can continue working together. We are on LinkedIn, Circles of Hope CBO, on Facebook, Circles of Hope CBO, on X. It's a little bit different. It's Circles of Hope 1. Then Instagram, Circles of Hope CBO. So some of the activities that we have done are displayed on the screen as I finish. You can just have a look. This one was the 16 days of activism in 2022. This one is an outreach activity, during menstrual hygiene day, This one too. Then we have also had mental health promotion among young mothers and girls. These are some of the activities from our space project. These photos are from the first phase, that is last year. Yes, that's us. Thank you for your attention. I'll hand it over to, is it Irene?
Thank you, Linda. Thank you for the presentation. That's good. And of course, you're doing a good job. Esther, kindly guide us on how we're going on the next phase. And I'll keep on reminding us, let us try as best as we can to network. Write on the chats, say what you do on the chats, because at least here everyone can see it and whoever is interested can reach out to you. So tusijifunge, and it's an opportunity for us just to connect and network. So kindly, Esther, you can guide us, but if you allow me, Team Kajiado, be ready, and then we'll be followed by Irene from Team Power. Then we shall cross over to Kajiado again or Nairobi, and then to Uganda. So we can get ready in the meantime. And Esther Karibu, please guide us. If you need to share the screen, you can do that. But if you're also just speaking, by show of hands, let's show our readiness. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Linda, for such a presentation about the Circles of Hope. Yeah, and at this point, I would like to welcome the team from Kajiado County. That we have two of them presenting today. Yeah, we have Patnai Awesome Community Care Organization and the Future Funds Collective who will be presenting about their organizations. So we can start with the Future Funds Collective. I think Sirere is ready, if I'm not wrong. Can proceed and tell us about the Future Funds Collective. And it's very interesting. I'd like to know what you're really doing in this field. You're welcome, Sirere.
Good morning, everyone. I'm not free from the okay, just individual job.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can.
My friend. So our organization is called Future Funds Collective, and we are based in Kimana, which is in Kajiado South. We are a group of, currently we've just begun the group. We are actually about 19 members whom are like-minded. What we basically do is we 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 are working together as youth and women to help our society when it comes to environmental education and conservation, and also financial literacy. And also we try to empower our very own members to be stable economically through our own contributions, which we have already begun, which will be which will come a long way in carrying out some certain projects, like we usually do some CSR activities. We've been doing cleaning of the our town centers. We've been doing tree planting exercises. Um, we also carry out talent searches, whereby we look for our fellow youth who are talented. It might be music, art, dance, or any other form of talent, even up to sports, and we try and get to help them both financially and also to get exposure. Most of our members are youth who are either in university or have already completed university, and those who have completed are either working or are in the business space. And we are all together in this one area in Kajiado South, like Tok and Kimana. So our mission is to make the most out of the opportunity that we have at this unique moment by pooling collective resources to foster financial literacy and drive long-term sustainable growth for all our members. We also have a vision, which is to ignite investment, create a very good ecosystem of wealth building, and also generate lasting productivity for all our members in the long run. Core values, as you can see, it's collaboration, trust, accountability, financial growth, education and empowerment, respect and sustainability. We have 5 objectives. The main one is just to collect resources. The other one is digital financial empowerment, whereby we want to empower each and every member and also the people in our community to be able to access the digital platforms, to also to be able to understand how they can make good use of the digital platforms to create wealth, to awareness, and also to grow themselves through learning and things like that. We also aim at sustainable growth. And then the last two is advocacy through innovation. We highly encourage our members to be very innovative, to be very outgoing, and also to take part in to make sure that they are part of the change and part of the transformation in our community. Given that right now we are a growing town and a growing place deep in the Maasai land area, and the highest population here is just the youth. And then the other thing is we also are objectivated towards inclusive governance and participation, whereby we also want our voices to be heard, and also to come against the stigmatization of youth cannot be involved in leadership, youth cannot be involved in policy making and such things. So one of the things that we've already been that we have done, we've currently begun a farming project, which will be in the long run. We aim to have a very large scale project whereby we will be able to tackle SDG #1 of no poverty. When we engage in this agricultural activity, because we've already begun the farming, we aim at collecting that money and putting it back to the society and trying to involve each and every person so that we can all benefit from these projects. The other thing that we also do is we also, as I had said earlier, we take care of the environment, and through also the farming, we tackle the hunger issue. We have a very ambitious or ambiguous plan of uh, uh, having large farms that will cater for most of our needs, because we are in a drought-stricken area, and most of the time in the year it is usually dry and hot, and the people here usually suffer from hunger and malnutrition. So we aim to spread the good news of doing vegetables, having the small gardens, empowering other youth to get knowledge and also know how to do their own farming if they are interested. Then the other one is taking care of the environment. Uh, we've been doing some tree planting exercises, as you can see in that presentation. There's that photo. We did. This is a 2-acre piece of land. It is a spring area in Kimana. It is called Chemi Chemi. So this place is usually very green the whole year because there's never-ending water that comes from a spring there. And due to human encroachment and other activities, the place was deforested, the place was occupied, polluted, and now through other partnerships with other organizations and even the county government of Kajiado, we've worked close and hand in hand towards planting the trees, also taking care of the trees, because also when you plant trees, you need to also water them and ensure that they grow, because if they don't, then that will be a waste of time. So we also do the follow-up, and yes, and we envision that this will be very beneficial to the community at large. Yeah, as of now, we have been experiencing some few challenges, mostly the funding, because it is from us, the members who are present, who are like-minded, and also if maybe we mobilize other people who are well-wishers. The other one is the partnerships, and that's why we are here also to source and look for partnerships and strategic uh, groups that will help us to achieve our goals and objectives. Then there's the resource mobilization techniques, because most of us, we are just green. I mean, we are very new to such organizations, so we are all learning, and we'd like to take the most out of this chance that we are given. And then there's a little or poor policy implementation of the youth programs, more so with the national government and also the county and also the resource allocation. We discovered that there are very few or no youth groups in our area, specifically in Kajiado South. We have a very few number of CBOs and youth-led organizations, and that has also led to either a discouraged turnout or a discouraged allocation or the attention that is needed from the governments and the other authorities to like work with the youth. So we now want to change that and also make our voices heard. Then we also have solutions towards our problems. It's just to establish forms and avenues to get resources, more so funding and capacity building. Then it's the exposure to the partners and stakeholders, like through your organization, the Youth Voices, and then the trainings, as now we've been doing and we will continue doing, and then also the digital campaigning and advocacy for youth-led organizations, which I've already told you in our area, it it has not really caught ground, and many youths are not involved in such things. And then there's the legislation and the accountability from the stakeholders, which is majorly our leaders, and also the people that we work with in the community, the officers and all those people. Thank you very much. Thank you for hearing us. We'd like to appreciate this opportunity that you've given us, and hope that we'll have a good time and we will also work together in the future. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Sirere, for such a presentation. Yeah, you know, nowadays things are shifting to financing. Yeah, last month we were in Spain for the Finance for Development conference. Yeah, and in fact, the things are shifting. Now people are talking about financing, finance. So that's a good organization and projects that you are carrying out in Kajiado County. Yeah, then we can have Anne presenting about the organization. And let's try to be brief because I can see time is not side. This meeting was supposed to end at 11:30. But let's try to be brief a bit. Yeah, so we can have time for others to present. Thank you and welcome, Han.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
I will not share the presentation. I will just go through it quickly so that we don't take a lot of time. But I will also share in the chat what we do. So our organization is called Patinai Osim Community Care Organization, or briefly Patinai Osim. We empower communities, indigenous pastoral communities, specifically in the rural Kajiado area. We are located in Kinyewa Poka Ward, and our mission is to create an ecosystem that appreciates, harnesses, and amplifies the voices, skills, knowledge, and resilience of indigenous children, women, and youth as drivers of long-lasting change. We look at the community ownership of our project. Our identity, we are a grassroots initiative rooted in the heart of Kenya's pastoralist communities, and the name Patinai Osim is loosely translates to the one who brings me joy. So our focus is to bring joy and change in our community. Our approach, we believe in a holistic community-led model where solutions are co-created with the people we serve. We focus mostly on community needs. We don't go to the community with what we think they want. We go to the community and engage and allow them to tell us what they need. The reason why we exist is because of persistent marginalization of indigenous communities in rural Kajiado. The second one is barriers to quality education, especially for young children. High rates of teen pregnancies and lack of menstrual hygiene support, limited economic opportunities for youth and women. And for youth, mostly we focus with young mothers, the ones between the ages of 13 to 20. And then we have climate change, drying land, and eroding traditional knowledge. Our guiding pillars, we have 5 pillars for our community empowerment, which is education, access, and equity. For this pillar, we focus on foundational learning, that is children between 0 to 3, and then 3 to 6, and then grade 2 to 4 for purposes of literacy and numeracy. With this intervention, we we aim to change results outcomes. Our second pillar is livelihood and economic resilience, which is building skills and providing business support for sustainable income for women and young mothers. Our third pillar is sexual and reproductive health and rights, which creates safe space for providing sexual and reproductive health education. Our other main focus in this is maternal health, because we deal with very many young mothers, so we educate them on maternal health. The other thing that we focus on the sexual and reproductive health rights is menstrual hygiene management for girls in schools. Our fourth pillar is climate action and environmental justice. This is implementing reforestation and sustainable farming initiatives. We also educate the community on land rights, and here we collaborate a lot with the county government. We also have our fifth pillar, which is our newest pillar, which is the culture and indigenous knowledge. We are trying to preserve and celebrate our Maasai heritage. Our work is interconnected and aims to address the root causes of poverty and marginalization. Our impact in the civic engagement, how we drive civic and democratic participation. Our first one is youth leadership and advocacy. We train young leaders to advocate for their rights and participate in local decision-making processes, encouraging their voices so that they can be heard in community forums and with the local government. The second point is bridging the gender gap, which this is very important. We specifically empower women, girls to take on leadership roles, challenging traditional norms and encouraging their representation in community governance. Our third point is community dialogue. We facilitate forums that bring together community members, elders, leaders to discuss critical issues such as resource management, gender equality, and education policies. Our fourth point in civic engagement, we do grassroots mobilization. Our programs create networks and empowered individuals who collectively champion for change, from advocating for better school infrastructure to protecting land rights and to also protecting women and girls' rights. Our on-the-ground programs are not just about service delivery, they are about building a foundation of sustainable youth and women-led civic engagement. Our achievement and success stories, our journeys of impact, training climate champions. We are training women especially and young children in primary schools to become climate champions. In tree planting, we do a lot of tree planting. We do sustainable farming by encouraging women we provide goats for them because goats are more sustainable than cattle. So we provide for women goats. We also do water conservation. We've drilled 5 boreholes in both Kajiado and Narok counties, and we are enabling them to implement eco-friendly solutions in their households and communities. We also encourage kitchen gardens, and we encourage them to use the water that they are using in their household to water the kitchen garden. We also offer, through our partners, we offer scholarship support and currently we've enabled 32 learners, including girls who are returning after early pregnancy to school so that they can continue with their education by removing financial barriers, which encourages re-enrollment of girls to school. We have a tailoring program where we have trained 29 women and young mothers. We are equipping them with skills so that they can be able to launch small businesses in tailoring so that they can be able to generate income. With participants currently who are being trained, already earning commission through sewing and selling of bags. We have mentorship in comprehensive sexual education. We have currently mentored 720 girls and 710 boys because we believe change in such spaces will only be there when we involve men and boys. So in our sexual education, we also mentor boys so that they can understand what goes on with the girls. We're also strengthening community safety, where we promote collaborative action among local leaders, community members, and institutions to create safer environments for women and girls. We are also driving norm change, which raises awareness and mobilizes communities to challenge harmful norms, ensuring gender equality is not only discussed, but also embedded in daily life. Our success is a testament to the power of community ownership and partnership. Our newest initiative, we have currently launched a hub, a one of a kind of its own in the Kinyewa Poka ward. We call it the Titeyo Hub, which is also our permanent home for our offices. We can be found there along Emali Loitoktok Road. So what is Titeyo? The Titeyo Hub is our community-driven innovation and empowerment center in Kinyewa Poka Ward. Our vision to provide a permanent home for our program, fostering resilience, creativity, and solidarity through the supportive ecosystem. Our key focus area at the hub is women economic empowerment, supporting sustainable livelihoods in bidding, agriculture, climate smart activities, girls empowerment and education, offering life skills, mentorship, and reproductive health education for teenage mothers and out of school girls. We also have culture and innovation, preserving Maasai heritage by blending traditional knowledge with modern innovation. We also have a community resource center, a venue for training, networking, and collaboration with partners. Why the hub matters? The hub matters is more than a building. It's a commitment to our community's long-term resilience and our powerful symbol for self-sufficiency and joy. Our call for partnership. You can partner with Partner Sim. What we seek, we are looking to collaborate with organizations that share our commitment to youth, children, and women empowerment, civic engagement, and community development. Potential areas of synergy is joint advocacy. We can partner on policy advocacy at the county or national level, knowledge sharing, participate in peer-to-peer learning with CSOs to share best practices. We believe that by working together, we can create a powerful network for change that extends far beyond our individual communities. For contact information, you can share an email or you can follow us on social media. I will share this information in the chat box when I share a brief about who we are. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Anne. Yeah, for taking us through what your organization does, and it's really impactful. Yeah, transformational change. It is. Yeah, thank you so much. And let me now hand over the microphone to the Circles of Hope led by Helen, so they can take us through the next session, the presentation for the CSOs in Nairobi. Yeah, thank you and welcome, Helen.
Thank you, Anne. We're doing a very good job, and it's so interesting and impactful to learn that you try to nurture from down to up. So especially when it comes to school-going children, so definitely they'll grow with that culture in them of preserving the environment. That's good. So I'll take it to Irene from Power Women to just have a brief presentation. We actually have very few minutes left. So Irene, you can take 45 minutes And then after you, we shall go to Julius from Uganda. So take it up, Irene. Karibu.
Thank you, Helen. I think with 5 minutes, I'm not going to share a PowerPoint presentation. Just to give an overview of who Power Women is, we are a young, you can hear me, right?
Yes, we can.
Thank you. So Power Women CBO is a feminist community-based organization. It was founded in 2021. And the main reason why we founded it was in the response to the urgent need to empower women and girls who are continuously facing systematic inequality, poverty, and gender-based violence. We are based in Mukuru, Kwanjanga, Embakasi South constituency in Nairobi, and we serve women, adolescents, girls, and young women, and marginalized youth, who you can also call young people in underserved community, because Mukuru is one of those underserved community. Our work centers on promoting gender justice, health, wellness, leadership development, social inclusion, and economic empowerment. So through life skills training, reproductive health advocacy, leadership programs, and community engagement, we support women and adolescent girls and young women, and also young people, to become agents of change. By this, we believe that there will be the drivers who are going to drive forward a vision of equality, dignity, and opportunity for all. Our mission is we are fostering a culture of inclusion, empowerment, and opportunity by providing community-based programs that empower and develop each person to tackle life's issues with confidence, competence, and dignity. So we literally aim to inspire a generation of resilient adolescent girls and young women, adult women, and young people in all their diversity, who can shape a more equitable and just society while promoting their strength and capacities at the same time. Our vision is literally to create a world where women, girls, and young people are empowered, respected, and have equal access to opportunities, building a society that celebrates diversity, equality, and justice for all. We are a feminist organization, young women-led, and so we have a few core values that guides our work. We believe in gender justice. We actively challenge and dismantle systems of oppression, inequality, and violence against women and girls in all their diversity. We believe in agency and voice, so we literally amplify girls, women, and youth voices to support their rights to participate fully in decision-making processes that affect their lives in community. We also have an aspect of empowerment where we believe in unlocking the potential of women, girls, and young people to take control of their lives, make informed decisions, and lead change in their communities. We also believe in collaboration. We believe in the power of working together with the communities, partners, and allies, because this collectively helps us to drive action and sustainable impact. We are guided by inclusivity. We are committed to creating safe, welcoming spaces where all women, all girls, all marginalized groups, regardless of their age, ability, background, or identity, are seen, heard, and also valued. We also believe in intersectionality. We recognize that women's experiences are shaped by multiple overlapping identities, including race, class, ability, and social orientation, and we commit to addressing all forms of discrimination. We have an aspect of integrity, so we uphold honesty, transparency, and accountability in all our work by ensuring that we earn and maintain the trust of our community and partners. We believe in innovation. We embrace creative, context-driven solutions to address complex social issues and promote lasting change. And then finally, we have an aspect of resilience. We honor the strength and perseverance of women and girls and young people in the face of adversity, and we support them to rise, rebuild, and thrive. Our programs, we have different thematic areas, so I'll just go through them. So we have an aspect of community engagement and solidarity building through our Solidarity Circle project. So this one literally manifests through events, forums, and collaborative activities where we strengthen social cohesion and peer support among women, girls, and young people. Activities under this thematic area includes peer support groups and safe spaces, creation of safe places, community dialogues on shared challenges and potential solutions, capacity building workshops and skill exchange, cultural and social events that celebrate women, girls, and young people's resilience. And then our second thematic area is in leadership and civic engagement for young people and women. So this program empowers through our She Leads projects. We have a project under that. So this looks at empowering young women and young people to take on leadership roles in their communities and become advocates for social change. And some of the specific activities include leadership and public speaking trainings. We have civic education and rights awareness, participation in community decision-making forums, and mentorship by women leaders who've already created some very amazing blueprints. We have gender equality and GBV advocacy through our Stand for Equality project. So we lead community efforts to address gender-based violence and promote gender equality by conducting awareness and campaigns on women's and girls' rights and GBV prevention, hosting dialogues and forums on gender discrimination and equality, offering psychosocial support and referrals for survivors, and lastly, partnering with men and boys through our masculinity mentorship circle project, local authorities to strengthen protective systems by deconstructing patriarchy, encouraging healthy emotional expressions, consent and boundaries, and hosting power, privilege, and accountability conversations. We also have a thematic area under menstrual health, and this is through our Her Dignity project, which recognize that the impact of period poverty on girls and young women is literally creates cycles of repeated discrimination and stigma around poverty. And so what Power Women does is regularly conducts charitable distribution of menstrual management dignity kits to vulnerable adolescent girls and young women. So this program through our Her Dignity project is literally and meant to reduce school absenteeism, boost self-esteem, as well as uphold dignity during menstruation for adolescent girls and young women in underserved communities. So specific activities that we do under this project is we have community dialogues to discuss periods and have demonstrations of what this looks like and how guide HYW on how to put on pads properly and all that. And then we distribute sometimes reusable sanitary pads or napkins and sometimes disposable, depending on what we have available. And we also give them underwears and soap and hygiene materials. And then in the package, we have educational materials on mental management and health. We also have an aspect of health and awareness advocacy for adolescent girls and young women. And the goal is to empower adolescent girls and young women and adult women as well with the knowledge and resources to make informed health decisions. So we believe so much in autonomy and thereby in return, they improve overall community well-being. So this particular initiative through our Well Women initiative promotes the physical, sexual, reproductive health and mental health of women and girls through access to sexual reproductive health education and services, awareness campaigns on menstrual hygiene and sexual health, mental health awareness sessions and referrals, and community-based outreach on maternal health and nutrition. And then we have an aspect on skills and empowerment for women and youth, as well as girls through our Skill Shift project. So Power Women designs and implements targeted programs to equip girls, women, and young people with essential economic and life skills. So by focusing on skills development and education, the initiative aims to enhance self-resilience and reliance, and then reduction of poverty and increment of economic participation among women, adolescent girls, and young people in marginalized community. And the specific activities we do under this is because we do a lot of table banking and internal resource mobilization, apart from when our external partners come through for us, then we get to sponsor a few to go for vocational trainings where they major in tailoring, hairdressing, craft making as well. And then we also do financial literacy, entrepreneurship, mentorship, and business startups whenever we can. Out of all this, we have a few expected outcomes. We expect sustainable organizational growth, where we expect that we will be visible and more partnerships and fundings will be secured to help us scale our programs. We also expect increased capacity to reach more vulnerable women, girls, and young people. We expect long-term sustainability of community-driven development initiative. And then under the thematic areas of economic independence, we expect improved economic independence for women and young people. So increased number of women and youth who start up small businesses and secure employment after skill training, reduced reliance on harmful survival strategy, for example, transactional sex and early marriages, and then greater financial stability in household led by women as well. Another expected outcome is enhanced access to health and reproductive services. So we believe and hope that more women and girls will access reproductive health information and services. And then we hope that we will have more improved menstrual hygiene, leading to better school attendance and self-esteem among adolescent girls, and then reduce stigma around mental health, HIV, encouraging more women to seek support. And then reduction in gender-based violence and discrimination. So we are hoping for increased community awareness and reporting of GBV incidents, strengthened protection and referral system for survivors of GBV, empowered women and girls and young people to speak up against violence and harmful practices, more men and boys actively participating in conversations and initiatives that change harmful gender norms, and strengthened support from male allies in promoting women's rights, reducing gender-based violence, and fostering inclusive community. Empowered young female leaders. So in regards to civic education and civic participation, we hope the more young women will participate in community leadership roles and decision-making bodies, strengthen youth-led advocacy on gender equality, sexual reproductive health and rights, HIV and social issues, and then greater visibility of women in public spaces as role models. In terms of creating a stronger community network vis-a-vis community movement, we are hoping for increased participation in solidarity networks, improved peer-to-peer learning and collaboration among women, and enhanced social cohesion and collective problem solving within the community. We are a very small organization guided by a small structure. We have the advisory committee, and then we have the executive director. Did I even introduce myself? I am the executive director, and I'm Irene Ogeta. So we have the executive director, and then we have the programs and community engagement leads. We do have advocacy and gender rights officer. We have health and awareness coordinator. We have the finance and admin officer, and then we have volunteers and youth engagement leads who is supporting us. And that is all from us. You can reach us through our email, power254k@gmail.com. And I'm excited to share the social media handles on the chats. Thank you so much. Over to you, Helen.
Wow, Irene, I was just about to cut you short, but then when it's flowing and it's coming out so clearly, it's so hard for me to do that. So thank you for the good job that you do. And clearly, team, I mean, we have a lot to connect and to talk about. So thank you for that, Irene. Time is not on our side. So kindly, Julius, keep it 4 minutes. And then I hear you, Sean. Maybe I'll guide you after Julius presents on how we can go about it. Kind reminder, let us all please fill the form that I've just shared on the link at the chat box, so that we can be able to share with you all the contacts of the organizations represented here. That will make our work and networking more easy. So please, let's do that. Julius, over to you. Karibu sana.
Thank you, Helen, and the team, and Irene, Esther, and all partners that have joined us across. I could have the whole day thanking this conversation. The way how people are presenting with a lot of passion, I think it communicates a lot and kicks into the need that we need to maybe urgent need to work together. But thank you, Helen. I think for me, I'm just going to rotate around our space project that I believe it's one that connected Hope for Life with other entities here. And yeah, because I've met Irene, is one of our key partners we are working with on our space project. Hope for Life Uganda is a community-based youth-led organization, but also constituency-led. That means that in each focus area we have either a survivor or someone who experienced anything. So it's a youth-led constituency-led organization that was founded in 2016. We work majorly within rural areas of Uganda and slums of Uganda. Hope for Life Uganda works with young people between, for us, we work with 9 years to actually 35. So you find our interventions going further to, to people in primary level, lower, when we identify there is a key issue that we need to address, a gap. So basically, that's how Hope for Life operates. We operate under thematic areas, and some of those key thematic areas are civic participation and engagement, advocacy, sexual reproductive health, digital inclusion, and our approach is bottom to up model, where we believe that all solutions should be community-led. And one of our core values and ethics are, we are a collaborative-led organization. That means that mostly all of our programs has been implemented in a consortium, either by a consortium or under groups of people. We believe in the power of solidarity, the power of collaborative actions. That's the spirit of Hope for Life Uganda. Currently, we are under a consortium, of course, of 4 organizations. We have Circles of Hope Kenya, where we have Women Crusade for Development Africa, where we have Echoes of Inspiration, and us working on our space project that is being funded by European Union. I think for me the urgency of this meeting is too timely, and I think for me it's a follow-up of the activity we just held in Nairobi on about how we can at least come together as a collective to push for the issues of young people. But basically, Hope for Life would suggest that civic participation must be put at the center when we are trying to push for all the agenda of maybe this consortium and this collective. Because for us, on behalf of Hope for Life, we are going to have calls for action that we want this at least this meeting shouldn't just merely end here, but it should move further to other to other initiatives. Currently, we are operating under movements, under coalitions, and among them we have the National Coalition for Human Rights Defenders Uganda. We have Brave Movement. We have Sexual Alliance Uganda. We have Paid Care Movement, Loss and Damage Youth Coalition. If you're a member of those, I think we can connect more, so that we can move together, of course. Then we have our partners. Of course, we have the local partners in Uganda. We have many of them. We have Say Uganda, they're on the call. We have Peace Builders Coalition on the call. Chiwami Lembe, they're on the call. We have Women Crusade. Then we have the global partners that we've been working and supporting us. That is Urgent Action Fund Africa. We have Digital Defenders. We have WONET. We have Youth Code Democracy. We have MEPRO Uganda. We have HIVO's People Unlimited, Shields, Action Aid, Plan International. Then there are partners that have supported us through our space project. That is European Association for Democracy. We have People in Need. We have Environment Cultures of Democracy, and European Union, of course. So those are the partners that have walked a journey with us. And hopefully, this meeting should at least discuss how we can move. And our call of action, as I'm ending, from Hope for Life, because we had a conversation on how, for us, maybe we envision this as a bigger forum. So this is one of the key things we suggested, that maybe you could also have a discussion, you could bring it as proposals. And one of the key things is, we are almost 40, 35. Then the call of action from Hope for Life is proposing, we form a movement, a regional movement. That could be one of the key things and initiative that we can move with Youth Cafe. For us, under climate, we are also working with Eileen, actually with Shields. We have a Young for Climate Action project that is being funded by Shields. So I think now we have a partner, Eileen, and I believe that we are going to learn more and really connect. So we are suggesting that we form a regional movement that can be in a way of promoting civic participation, or maybe integrating things to do with gender, trying to analyze, but also calling for increased participation of women and in the political space or civic participation across the region. So I think it's one of the key proposals that we are pushing as Hope for Life, and it's a request that we do that. That we discuss about it. And the second is currently Hope for Life is pushing the position paper and our project, our space project. So we are calling for more allies to join us to push this. This is a paper that we hope to present to either the East African Youth Parliament or at our local county levels or districts within Uganda or Kenya. So we are calling all partners who are interested, please, to join us. Advocacy is not a one man. It's a quite an umbrella of many people coming up with joint voices to amplify at the regional level. The other prayer that we are proposing is we shouldn't end here. This should be either monthly or bi-monthly. We have this and this customer. We have all partners here who want to send their profiles and so that we can know. So can we also propose that this should be a meeting that is not ending here, but going forward? The other thing is working in consortium, applying for proposals together. When we see Irene is doing things to do with gender, can we have other organizations that are working on in that feminist angle to say that we can work out on a proposal together? It's also one of the key things that we are proposing from Hope for Life Uganda. The other thing is a WhatsApp forum. I think it's also good that I think I've registered, but in the document I haven't seen the WhatsApp a WhatsApp number captured. Could you also have a WhatsApp forum where we could have this as a coordinating space? Because I believe these meetings, yes, they are okay now, but after the meeting, we need to follow up. Many of us will be wanting to share opportunities there, fellowships, opportunities to do with the proposal and everything like that. We look for partners. So we need a follow-up. It could be a WhatsApp group or anything. Helen, I think, and Team Youth Cafe can do that. Moving forward, as I conclude, we have upcoming projects that are coming up in climate, and we hope that partners who are here, you will be the first for us to work with. I believe it will be one of the key things for us not to skip you who have decided to sacrifice time to be on the call in this afternoon. So you will be our first priority. As Hope for Life with a youth, but also feminist organization, so we ally with solidarity with Irene, and for us feminists, we introduced after the conversation. So I'm Menia Julius. I work at Hope for Life Uganda as a project coordinator. You can follow us all on all our social media handles at Hope for Life Uganda, both Twitter, X, Facebook, Instagram at Hope for Life Uganda. And also me, you can follow me, Menia Julius, everywhere. Thank you so much. And Helen and Esther and the team, thank you for organizing this space. I think I've been too detailed. Helen, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Julius. That was so good. That was so informative. And we've noted the recommendations and call for actions. And then, Julius, kindly, I request that you put on the chat box your details, your organization, your email address, and of course, phone number. For anyone that would be interested to get them, kindly let's do that. And we hear you. We shall consider the recommendations. Before I hand it over to Esther, there was a request from Sean for 1 minute. If you can do it 30 seconds, I'll be glad. Sean from Ubunza, kindly. Let me give you 1 minute before I hand it over, and then we shall be guided. Karibu, Sean.
Thank you, Irene. I know 30 seconds cannot be enough. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Sean Omondi from Mugunja Youth Parliament. I'll share our bio in the chat box so that everyone can access. And I know I've identified areas that we really need to collaborate, and a few organizations that as well we need to visit and have a one-on-one conversation with. Thank you for Julius for the broad presentation. I know hopefully we'll have opportunities in the climate sector and the programs, and I hope to meet like everyone here in our areas of interest and collaboration. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Karibu sana, Sean. Thank you, Julius, for making my work easier. I meant to recognize our partners, and I think we did it on our behalf. courtesy of WYDE project, a program, that's why we're here, that is Women, Youth and Democratic Engagement. And that's how we were able to connect with the Youth Cafe, because they're also implementing some projects on the same. Youth Cafe, I appreciate you. Everyone else, thank you. Let us register, let us read the chat box. If you see any contact or information that interests you, definitely just don't hesitate to take it down. And let me believe this won't be the only engagement that we have. We shall call each other once again. And definitely, if you have any other engagements, please call us. Once again, my name is Helen Boke from Circles of Hope. Over to you, Esther, and thank you.
Wow, that was a very nice session. I didn't expect it to be like this. It has just like exceeded the expectations. Yeah, thank you so much for each and every one of you who was presented today and also participated in this forum. Yeah, we feel so much honored for responding to our call when we called upon you to join this session, and we are humbled. We are so glad that it has come to pass. Like, it was so nice meeting all of you and knowing that we have very good organizations that we can partner with. You know, like when we are having these organizations, sometimes we face challenges, sometimes we need partnerships, but you find that sometimes we don't have the networks where we can get these people. But now through this, I believe that we have come to know each other. We are able to meet, even organize for our virtual meetings, or even visiting the offices, because I've seen most of us have shared their locations. So I believe that it would be nice if you can visit each other and also learn from them. Yeah, I was looking for some calls for proposals, and I saw one that was on work exchange. You know, we can have such things when we come together and agree, like just even if it's a week, that work exchange where professionals from this organization are going to the other organization, at least to learn new ways of doing things. Yeah, so I think this is a good opportunity for all of us. Yeah, as I had said earlier, the Youth Cafe is open for partnerships. You can reach out to us. Yeah, I'm the business development manager, so you can reach out to us via info@theyouthcafe.com. That's our email. You can also visit our website and see what we normally do and how we do things. Yeah, currently we have, apart from this project, we have others that are running. We have the Africa Europe innovation platform that we are developing. We are part of a consortium that is doing that. We are also a consortium for the YCAN. YCAN is the Youth Climate Action Network. Yeah, that we have not yet started it. We have just signed the grant agreement. Yeah, we are also having UNESCO project that's also running. Yeah, that's the objective is to curb or the fight against the malinformation, disinformation, misinformation around the election. Yeah, and that's what we are doing. Tomorrow we'll be having our first webinar. Yeah, our project is led by one of our programs associate. Yeah, and we have others that are running. We also do digital literacy, financial literacy. We are doing many things, so you can reach out to us for proposals. We have many of them. I'm the one who is in charge of writing them. I develop proposals, grants. Also, if you want any guidance on proposals, I believe that one of the sessions that I'll be having with the CSOs from Kajiado is the proposal writing session, training them on how to come up with a competitive, when it comes to resource mobilization, we must be innovative because it's so competitive when it comes to proposals and grants. Yeah, so you can reach out if you need any partnership, but because sometimes you find that as a CBO, you can't apply, but you can apply as a consortium where the Youth Cafe can lead and you can become a sub-grant. You'll be sub-granted. Yeah, so that's one way of doing that. So I believe that we will continue interacting on what Menya had said. We will create a forum where we'll be able to connect and also to organize ourselves. About the collision or the movement, we'll see how to go about it, because I think it's also important, and there are also some projects that we can apply as a movement. Yeah, so I think it will be nice. And I can see Menya's raised hand, so kindly.
Yeah, Esther, just a quick one. There are comments, there are chats, messages that are too relevant, too relevant that maybe like 2 or 3 I've read. You can just read them through as you wind up, please. A comment from James.
Yeah, there is a comment from James. James is asking, if you are an expert in governance and democracy, please connect with him to have a radio conversation at Power Radio during World Democracy Day on 15th September. That one is very important. And I think as the Youth Cafe will be there, I'll be the first person to contact you, because that's one of our favorite areas. Yeah, when it comes to youth inclusion and leadership. Yeah, another that needs some attention. Kindly check through the charts. I can see there are some relevant charts there, so kindly just go through them. Yeah, Ellen, kindly.
Yes, thank you. I actually wanted to read James' message. And James, thank you for that. And we shall definitely reach out. And we can do even beyond a radio show, especially on that day, because I can see there are many organizations dealing with matters demography. So I have one request for all of us. Kindly, can we show our videos, open our cameras so that we can take a selfie? And perhaps you can post on our socials, you can use it for whatever purpose, just for us to commemorate this networking day. Kindly, shall we all put our beautiful smiles and get ready for a group photo? It shall be shared. I see you, Valerie, I see you, Ronald, I see you. Guys are so beautiful and handsome. Christopher, I see you. Irene, I see you. Rose, I see you. I'm waiting for you. Women Crusade, Dennis Mutinda, hi. Let's show our cameras. Mbalilwa, where are you? Tabitha, I'm waiting for you. Victor, I see you. Karibuni. Who's not ready yet? Future funds, let's see you. Let's do the smiles. I see you, Nawiri. Let's do the smiles. Yusuf, please help me to capture this as well, as I wait for your camera as well. So let's keep coming. I see you, Erato, I see you, Joseph, I see you. Are we ready in 1, 2, 3? One more time. In 1, 2, and 3. Let us smile. I see a baby somewhere. Rita, hi. Okay, the next page. Let's continue smiling and posing kindly. James, I see you. Agnes, I see you. In 1, 2, and 3. Thank you. I got it. I got it. Thank you so much for that. I will share with Esther and the rest of the team as well that I'll be able to reach. We shall try to consider all the recommendations that have come and definitely see how we can work best. Thank you so much. And clearly, team, we can hear from Esther. They're very rich with information and resources, and the many projects that have just been signed yet to begin. So you can start chatting her for any opportunities for the same and collaborations. Clearly, Esther, I'm behind you in just a few, just to follow up on what you shared with us. And congratulations on that.
Thank you so much, Ellen, for that. Yeah, at the WYDE Cafe, I think we are found here at Kitsuru Gardens. It's along Getaduru Road. That is Kibishiku, between Mumuto and Wangige, opposite the Kibishiku Secondary Direction Post. Yeah, I think you'll find us there for the office visit. Yeah, I also shared the email that you can reach out, and also you can reach out via business.development@theyouthcafe.com. That's the one that I use, and I'll be able to get back to you immediately. Yeah, so having such a nice session. Also, I'd like to share a feedback form after this. I'll liaise with Ellen, who will share it with the people who have participated in this. And also, if we can get the feedback for that, it will be nice. Yeah, so we know how to organize the others and how we can improve on the same. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining, and we really appreciate for your time. It was so nice. I'm just overwhelmed. Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, thank you so much, and have a good day, all of you. See you next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Circles of Hope.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I've just shared a screenshot on the chat. Before you leave, maybe you can save them.
Helen, someone asked whether the recording will be shared. I think it will be.
I believe so. Yes, Esther?
Yes, I'll share the recording.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
Nini, here.